stuff set up, making sure we're ready to go here in just a minute or two. We have a really fun story time planned for today. Let's see. Do I see myself? I do. All right. That's good news. I always like to check that. And of course, if there's any sound problems or anything like that, be sure you let me know. And we've got probably another minute or two until we get started, but I am so glad to see some of you joining us. How's everybody doing today? Is this week 8? I think so. We're getting to be pros at this. We have a lot of fun stories planned today. So glad to see all of you guys rolling in. We're going to be reading about clothes today. All different kinds of clothes. Silly clothes, colorful clothes, even winter clothes. I know. I felt like I had to hold off on this story time until it stopped snowing in May because I couldn't do a winter clothes story on you guys the last couple of weeks. It's just not fair. But now it's starting to get nice out, and I think we can handle a story with some snow pants and stuff in it now that we don't have to worry about that stuff ourselves. So we have a lot of fun stories planned. Yeah. Yay, I'm so excited to see all of you. I've been missing you a lot. I am in a new corner of my living room today. I thought the lighting might be a little bit better. It's pretty dark out there. Yeah, the lighting was getting a little weird. So I think this spot might be our new spot where we can kind of see everything a little bit better, especially all the cool stuff that we're going to be reading about today. Let me check my clock. Let's see. Ooh, 1 more minute. We're almost there. Again, if there's any problems with sound, anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, we will be starting in just a minute. And maybe take a look at what clothes you're wearing today. Are you still in your pajamas? I was tempted, basically. Or what color. We're going to sing a song later about the colors that we're wearing. Like I have on a gray shirt with a blue pigeon. And, I've got my blue jeans on. I have a lot of blue. I don't have very bright colors on today. Maybe pigeon's beak. It's a little yellow. Yeah. But I bet some of you have a lot more colors, so you'll get to show them off later when we do our song. Okay. I have a feeling. I'm feeling like it's 10 o'clock. You think? Let's do a countdown from 10. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh, need to be a little louder? All right, I'm scooting closer, and I will try to definitely talk up. We'll see. Let me know if that sounds any better. Okay, I hope so. All right, well, I'll do what I can, and we are going to get started with story time today. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hello. How are you today? Good? I hope so. I hope so. My name is Elizabeth, and I am a librarian at Loudoun District Library in Grand Haven. And today we are going to do a story time all about clothing. So I have a lot of very silly stories for you today. But first, we are going to clap our hands and get started. Are you ready? We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we clap and say hello. Yay! Great job. All right, can you stamp your feet? You can kind of see mine. We stamp and say hello. We stamp and say hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we stamp and say hello. Great job. And last one, we're going to wave. Wave to all of our friends. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we wave and say hello. Yay! Hi, everybody. I am so glad to see you all here. Hi to Theo and Audrey and Felicity and everybody else who's watching out there. So, I may have mentioned we are going to be reading about clothes today. And I was telling everybody earlier that I held off on this one because there was a snow story, and I did not feel like the last couple weeks were good for snow because snow in May, but now that it's warming up, I think we got this. So this first story is called Froggy Gets Dressed. It's by Jonathan London, and it's very silly. Now, did you know that frogs, do they come out in the snow? No, they're not out in the winter. In fact, they dig down deep in the mud under the water, and they sleep down there all winter long. Kind of like hibernating, but it's called brumating. It's a fun new word for you. And there's something in my puppet bag that also brumates all winter long and comes out in the spring. So we're starting to see these now. Do you think you can guess my puppet bag animal? It starts with this letter. What is that? Yeah, it's a letter T, and T makes a t, t, t sound. All right, so something in here starts with T, sleeps down in the bottom of the pond all winter long, and guess where it likes to hide? Inside its shell. What has a shell and lives in the pond? Do you know? Wait, let's see. Oh! Now I bet you know. It's a turtle! That's right, T for turtle. So, think you could sing ABCs with me and turtle? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Yay! Very nice. We'll put Turtle to the side because we're going to be seeing him again. But it's not a turtle story. It's a froggy story called Froggy Gets Dressed First. Now this one's about a frog who does want to come out in the winter. One day, Froggy woke up and looked out the window. It was snowing. Froggy wanted to play in the snow. He said, "Yes, snow! I'm going out to play." But his mother said, "Froggy, go back to sleep. Frogs don't play in the snow." Froggy said, "Well, this one does, and I'm going to get ready to go outside and play." So he got all of his winter clothes ready. Let's see. He put on his winter hat. He put on his winter scarf. He put on his winter boots. Clump, clump. And what did he put on his hands, do you think? He put on his mittens. Zoop. And all right, he said, "I'm ready." And outside he went. His boots went clomp, 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 clomp. He went out into the snow. He got ready to roll a great big snowball when all of a sudden he heard his mother say, "Froggy!" Froggy said, "What?" She said, "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oops, I forgot my pants." And inside he went clump, 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 clump. Oh, so inside he took off his boots, he took off his mittens, and he got out his, oh, here they are, big, swishy snow pants. Gotta have those in the snow. And he put them on, shoop, shoop. He put his boots back on, clomp, clomp. He put his mittens back on, zoop, and zoop. And he said, "I'm ready." And he went out to play in the snow. And his snow pants went swish, 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 swish. he went outside and he got on his sled and he got all ready to go down the hill when he heard his mother say, "Froggy!" "What?" said Froggy. "Did you forget to put something on?" Froggy looked down. "Oh, I forgot my coat." So Froggy swished back inside. Swish, 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 swish. And inside the house, he took off his mittens. Zoop, zoop. He took off his scarf. Zoop. And he got out. Oh, his nice warm coat. Frogs love green, so he's got green. Oh, he put on his coat. He zipped it up like this. Zip. And then he had to put all that other stuff back on. So he put on his scarf. He put on his mittens. Zoop. Zoop. And again, he went back outside into the snow. This time he went. He was ready to play. He started to get a big snowball to do a snowball fight with the squirrels next door. When all of a sudden, what did he hear? His mother said, "Froggy!" Froggy said, "What? Did you forget to put something on?" Well, Froggy looked down. He seemed okay. He had his boots and his snow pants and his coat and his scarf and his mittens and, yeah, still had his hat. What could be missing? His mother said, "You forgot your underwear!" Oh no, how embarrassing. Well, Froggy ran back inside. And, oh my goodness, he had to take off his mittens and his boots and his snow pants and his scarf and his coat and his hat. May as well, right? And his hat. And guess what? He put on his nice, warm, long underwear. He put on his nice, warm, long underwear. And he got ready to go back outside. Wow, winter clothes are a lot of work. He put on his hat. Oh, here it is. He put on his mitten. He went to put on his other mitten and he let it drop. He was too tired. All those clothes and all that changing had made him sleepy. So he left on his cozy long underwear. He climbed into his bed. He tucked himself in and he went fast asleep. Good night, Froggy. See you in the spring. And that's the end. Yay! Great listening. Man, I am glad that it is warmer weather time and we don't have to worry about our winter clothes for quite a while. We can enjoy our nice warm weather clothes. Now, speaking of clothes, why don't we take a look at the colors that we have on our clothes today? Yeah, so maybe your shirt or your pants or your socks, shoes if you're wearing them, whatever you want, because we're going to sing a song about those colors. So, how many of you have the color blue on today? Do you have blue? I do. Okay, you've got a blue pigeon. If you're wearing any blue, if you're wearing any blue, if you're wearing any blue, okay, listen. Put your fingers on your shoes. Oh, you touch your shoes if you're wearing blue. If you're wearing any blue, what about red? Do you have red on today? If you're wearing any red, if you're wearing any red, if you're wearing any red, put your fingers on your head. If you're wearing any red, if you're wearing any green, if you're wearing any green, if you're wearing any green, ready? Wave your hand so that you're seen. Let me see if you're wearing green. If you're wearing any green, what's another good one? If you're wearing any yellow, if you're wearing any yellow, if you're wearing any yellow, ready? Wiggle like a bowl of jello. Whoa! If you're wearing any yellow, if you're wearing any white, if you're wearing any white, if you're wearing any white, ready? Stamp your feet with all your might. Stamp, stamp. If you're wearing any white, All right, one more I think we need to do. If you're wearing any pink, if you're wearing any pink, if you're wearing any pink, this one's kind of tricky. Make your eyes go blink, blink, blink. If you're wearing any pink, Good job, everybody. Yay! I know there are so many colors. You probably have a lot more colors on too, like purple and orange and black. Maybe other colors we forgot, gray. There are so many cool colors. All right, friends, I have another story for you about clothes. This one is an old story. It's actually from an old song, but this is a book version of it by Sims Tabak, and it's called Joseph Had a Little Overcoat. An overcoat is like a big, long jacket. And I'm going to tell this story, this is really crazy, with, let's see, a piece of paper, kind of a shiny piece of paper, and my pair of scissors. Gotta be careful with these. All right, so the story starts like this. Once upon a time, there was a tailor, a person who sews clothes, and his name was Joseph. He got a very special piece of fabric one day. It had flowers, it was a little bit glittery, and he wanted to make something very special. So, since he was a tailor, he got out his needle and thread, he got out his scissors, and he started to sew and to cut. So he cut, and he cut, and he cut out one sleeve, and then he cut out another sleeve. Ooh. And guess what he made? He made himself a big, long, fancy overcoat. It was a long jacket. And he wore his overcoat all over town for years and years and years until it got worn all along the bottom. But he didn't throw it away. He got out his scissors and his needle and thread, and he cut off that worn out part. Cut, cut, cut. And he made himself a jacket, a shorter coat. And he put on his jacket and he wore it to the fair. Now Joseph had a little jacket and it got old and worn. It started to get holes in the elbows and the sleeves. So he knew what to do. He got out his needle and thread and he cut off those old worn out sleeves. One sleeve and two sleeves. And he made himself a vest. Very fancy. And he wore it to his nephew's wedding. It was a very fancy, glittery vest. He loved that vest. He wore it and wore it, but it got old and worn. So he took that fabric, he took that vest, he took his needle and thread and scissors, and he cut, and he sewed, and he cut, and he sewed. What do you think he's going to make? What's something he could make smaller than a vest even? He did lots of cutting and sewing. And he made himself a necktie. Very fancy. And he wore it to visit his sister in the city. It's a very, very, very fancy necktie. I like it. Now, Joseph had a little necktie, and it got old and worn. So, do you think he threw it away? No. He could still make more out of it. So, he took his needle and thread. He took his scissors, and he cut, and he sewed, and he made a little handkerchief. And he used his handkerchief to keep cool when he was out drinking iced tea in his yard. It was perfect for that. But even the little handkerchief got old and worn. So Joseph made one more thing. He took his scissors, he took his needle and thread, and he cut and he sewed and he cut and he sewed. He cut out a nice round, what shape is that? Circle. Yeah. And he made himself a button. And he used it to hold up his suspenders. Very fancy button. And after a long, long, long time, he wore that button on his suspenders. But one day, the button went pop! And it popped off and rolled away. Like another story, I know. And now it was lost. Now Joseph had nothing. Not even a button. But do you know what he did? He made a story about all those things that he had made and worn. And guess what? Then Joseph had a little story. And it just goes to show that you can always make something out of nothing. The end. Yay! Good listening, everybody. That was kind of a different one. I like that one. To use my scissors live. That's exciting. Now, I have, let's see, my next story is a pretty silly one about some very special glasses. Can you put your glasses on? Hi, hello everybody. I see you. So our song today has glasses and it has a book. So this book you can close, you can open, you can read. And you might know this song. It's a Lori Berkner song. It goes like this. These are my glasses, this is my book. I put on my glasses and open up my book. And I read, 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 and I look, look, look. I put down my glasses and whoop, close up the book. Yeah, good job. Can we do it again? All right, glasses time, everybody. Whoop. Hello. These are my glasses. This is my book. I put on my glasses and open up the book. And I read, 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 and I look, look, look. I put down my glasses and whoop, close up my book. Yay! Great job, everybody. All right, so speaking of really cool glasses, I have a story for you about a very cool cat with some very cool glasses. It's time for another Pete the Cat story. Now, this Pete the Cat story is called Pete the Cat and His Magic. Let me see if I can find him for you. Sunglasses. This story is by Kimberly and James Dean. And it goes like this. One day, Pete the Cat felt grumpy. Pete was not used to feeling grumpy. He was usually a very cheery cat, but he had the blue cat blues. Well, along came Frog, and Frog had something special on. Oh, wow, look at those. Well, Pete was not so happy to see Frog. He said, oh no, Frog is always so grumpy. This is not going to help my mood. But today, was Frog grumpy? No, Frog was in a great mood. So Pete said, Frog, why are you so happy today? What's going on? And Frog said, oh, just a really, really good day. I'm having the best time. Well, I'm feeling grumpy, said Pete. Oh, well, you know what I think you need? These cool green magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way. Well, Pete decided it was worth a shot. So he put on the cool green magic sunglasses and he took a look around. All right, he said. Wow, the birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining and I'm feeling all right. Thanks, Frog. And he went walking off down the road, feeling much better. Well, then Pete came across another animal. Who could it be? It was Squirrel. And Squirrel was looking very cranky. What's the matter, Squirrel? Said Pete. I'm feeling mad, said Squirrel. Oh, how come? Said Pete. I lost all of my acorns and I don't want to go find more. I'm tired. Well, it does sound like a problem, said Pete, but you know what? Why don't you try these cool green magic sunglasses? They help you see things in a whole new way. All right, said Squirrel. What do I have to lose? And Squirrel put on the magic sunglasses. Whoa, said Squirrel. The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining and I'm feeling all right. Thanks, Pete. And Squirrel went off to go find some more acorns. Well, Pete was happy to help. He put on his magic sunglasses and he kept going down the road until he saw his friend, Turtle. Oh, and Turtle was not happy. He wouldn't even come out of his shell. Pete said, Turtle, what's the matter? You look so sad. Turtle said, I'm very frustrated. I keep tipping over and getting stuck. Whoa. Sorry to hear that, Turtle. Well, you know what? One thing that might make you feel a little better, I've got some cool green magic sunglasses. They help you see things in a whole new way. Turtle poked his head out. All right, I'll give them a try. And they put on the sunglasses. Turtle looked around. Groovy, said Turtle. Wow! The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining and I'm feeling all right. Thanks, Pete. And off Turtle went on his four legs. He was walking just fine. So Pete put his magic sunglasses back on. He was feeling fine and he went walking down the road. But pretty soon, who do you think he saw? But his friend, Alligator. And Alligator looked so sad. She was sitting by the side of the road crying. What's wrong, Alligator? All of my friends are busy and I want to play. I don't want to wait. That's tough, said Pete. Well, while you wait, why don't you try out my cool green magic sunglasses? They help you see things in a whole new way. Oh, I guess, said Alligator. And she put on the cool green magic sunglasses. She took a look around. Right on, she said. The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining and I'm feeling all right. Yeah. Thanks, Pete. And off she went to go find some other friends to play with. Well, Pete was feeling pretty good. It feels good to help your friends. It feels good to look cool in your magic sunglasses. And it feels great to walk down the road. So that's what he did. He walked down the road. He jumped onto his skateboard. And off he went. Whee! Ba-dum, chunk, crunch. Oh no. the magic sunglasses got broken. They got run right over by the skateboard and crunched. What will Pete do now without his magic sunglasses? He started to feel very sad again. But who was sitting there by the side of the road and happened to see? Wise old bear. "Hi, Pete," he said. "What's going on? Why so sad?" Pete said, "I had magic sunglasses that made everybody feel happy, and they got broken, and now I don't know what to do." "Oh, Pete," he said, "you don't need sunglasses to see things in a brand new way. Just look for the good in every day." Pete decided to give it a try. He looked around. He saw all sorts of things that made him happy, and he said, "The birds are singing, the sky is bright, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling all right." And he went off as happy as can be, and that's the end. Yay! Great job, everybody. I hope that you are all feeling all right and are going to enjoy some nice weather today. I have one more song for you, and it has a silly hat, but actually not this silly hat. Ooh, where is my silly hat? Oh, this one might even be a sillier hat. I'm not sure. Tell me what you think. Now, the silly thing about this hat is it makes whatever is on really wiggly. Can you wiggle along with me? On my head, I have a hat. It is such a silly hat that my head will wiggle, waggle to and fro. Can you wiggle your head? Where else can my silly hat go? Where else can I put my hat? Now this is extra silly. On my elbow? Have you ever worn a hat on your elbow? Let's try it. On my elbow, I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my elbow will wiggle, waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? What about on my belly? Have you ever worn a hat on your tummy? On my tummy, I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my tummy, can you wiggle your tummy? Will wiggle, waggle to and fro. Where else can my silly hat go? How about my knee? On my knee, I wear a hat. It is such a silly hat that my knee will wiggle, waggle to and fro. Can you wiggle your knee? Where else can my silly hat go? You know what? I'm going to put mine right there on bear. I think that looks nice. And that's the end. Well, those are all of our stories and songs and silliness for today. I hope that you are all doing great and you can get out and see some sun shining, I hope, and some birds singing, and I hope that you're feeling all right. And I hope that you will join us. We're going to be doing this every Friday morning at 10 a.m. So I hope you'll join me for story time because I miss all of you and I'd really like to see you all here. So to end, let's go ahead and wave goodbye to all of our friends. I'm so glad you could join us today. Should we sing our song? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'm glad you came to play. Great job, everybody. I'm going to take my magic sunglasses and hit the road, but first, can I get a high five? Yeah! It was so good to see all of you, and I will see you all later. Bye.